Welcome back, everybody. Sam here from Robotic Scalp. Today, we're going to look at a gentleman that's been making his rounds relatively recently. You definitely know who he is. You've seen his early videos of him singing with his cat Ivan. Take a look.
Time to go to sleep, okay, buddy? Hug it out. You're getting cold this year!
Garett Nolan garnered a very large following on TikTok for videos like this. Among other ones, he's known for creating his thirst traps. If you notice, most of his videos, at least early on, are of him shirtless. Specifically the videos with his cat, people have kind of criticized them. They call animal abuse because the cat looks very unhappy. He's shouting in the cat's ears, and obviously the cat's having such a visceral reaction that he's biting the ever-loving cat shit out of this dude's face, to where some of the comments even curious to know how he hasn't lost any eyes. But this gentleman, Mr. Nolan, has sort of transcended the pseudo-innocent internet persona to take on more of a, I don't know what the hell you'd call it. He showed up on this podcast recently called the Not So PG Podcast, hosted by a gentleman called Peter Vigilante. On episode number 23, Women Deserve Better. Let's dive into it just a little bit. And shout out to Thomas for sending this one my way.
We are back with another Not So PG podcast, and today I am back with a very, very special guest. He's been on a couple times. My good friend, the Garett Nolan, or as you may know him,
good to see you, man.
Catman, or now as a world-renowned actor, garnering millions and millions of views online with his incredible acting ability and way to capture people's emotions through really thought-out content that I am inspired by every time I see it.
Let's talk about something really quick, dealing with these gentlemen, such as Mr. Vigilante, if that is your real name. The whole fit check. He looks like a old-timey train engineer, and he's wearing Grandma's pearl necklace, which is adorable, and it's also a song by ZZ Top. I'll let you look up what that means.
So how are you doing today, Garett? You ready?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
I love to hear it. So I want to have today's episode be really leveled on relationship advice and more from the female perspective. I feel like women don't get enough love for how they are in relationships today. And I feel like men could be assholes. And not to be those guys that are like, oh, all men are assholes. But listen, a lot of us are.
That's the first sin in this video. Because as you're going to find out in this video, Mr. Nolan's acting is not awe-inspiring. As a matter of fact, it makes you feel very uncomfortable, wildly and abundantly clear to me and to everybody else that I've shown this shit to, that his only intentions is he's trying to be that guy that women would want to confide into and then subsequently have sex with. And he sort of touches on that in this interview with Mr. Vigilante on the Not So PG podcast by saying a lot of buzzwords and a lot of idiotic bullshit that is what he thinks are dog whistles that women want to hear and ergo have sex with him. Let's dive in a little bit more, shall we?
A lot of the times, your girl will come to you with a problem that'll just be very emotional. And at first hand, for a lot of guys, the problem she has with you or with the relationship, it won't really resonate with you as a valid argument, right?
To play off of what you're saying, and you can agree or disagree with it, I believe that one of the stark differences between a man and a woman, especially in their relationship, is that it's almost natural for a man to dismiss their woman's feelings and emotions easily, because from a very young age, men are indoctrinated to not think on feeling, like what you're saying. Men, I think, are designed by society to think based off of logic. And
females are very emotional creatures. As crazy as that sounds.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I've always been naturally very emotional guy since I'm young.
Right.
I was always crying.
Likewise.
Whereas I had a twin. I have a twin who was the opposite. Like even in baby pictures, I was always crying, being very emotional, and he was just like, why is this other dude crying?
Again, these gentlemen are using dog whistles. Key buzzwords that are supposed to perk the ears of the female persuasion of our species in order to be these gentlemen that are looked at as, oh, they really understand what I'm trying to say here. They really understand what I need as a female. Oh my God, and they're so handsome with their little pearl necklaces. I'm going to have sex with them. This whole podcast is just an entire circle jerk of these two going back and forth, just saying a lot of random nonsense that they think women want to hear in order to make themselves sound like the dudes that women need. There's one key example that I want to dive into before we look at the rest of the bullshit that Mr. Garett Nolan puts out on the internet.
Yeah.
You know, you wouldn't, I think I've asked you this, would you ever not sleep with a girl if she was on her period?
Ever not sleep with
Yeah,
her?
like would you not sleep with a girl just because she's on her period? Like would you be like,
No,
well,
I would
wait.
never react like that.
How would you react?
I'd be excited about the situation, actually. I've always been excited.
Why would you be excited?
Because I feel that specifically a woman's like perineal blood coming from
Perineal, dude, what?
from that area.
Is that a word?
Yeah, perineal is just the area right here
Okay.
for all of us. So the blood coming from the cervix.
Yeah.
I truthfully believe that it has some divinity to it. I believe that it has healing
I agree with
components
that.
to it.
I agree with that.
And not only is it a belief, it's just something that I love to entertain and be a part of. I feel like there's such a connective thing that you get to share.
I think that's how you create a soul tie. And bear with me, it's toxic as fuck, but it's a great idea. What you're going to do if you catch them cheating, you're not going to let them know you caught them. You're going to eat a whole bag of Takis. You're going to go down on them one last time.
That would be truly...
Done. That's
What the fuck? A further investigation into Mr. Garett Nolan, and it led me into a deep dive, not realizing, just because of a drastic change in appearance, what with all the new tattoos, the beard, the hair, the hat, I didn't realize that he was the same guy that would be scream singing with his cat and proceeding to be mauled by his cat. But he decided that he wanted to take his content a step further into a different direction and moving into acting. Take a look.
Can I say it?
Say what?
You know.
I love you?
Yeah.
Every man to have ever said I love you to me has meant it temporarily. So unless you mean it permanently, don't.
I won't mean it permanently. I'll mean it eternally.
Huh?
Then say it.
I love you.
I love you too.
Don't speak, kitten, until Daddy tells it's okay to speak.
No, I love you. I love all of you. I'm obsessed with you. My soul is hungry for your soul all the time.
Your soul is mine.
Take it easy, Shang Tsung.
I love the way that you think. I love the way that you speak. I love that I see the universe every time I look in your eyes. I love that you are you.
Yikes.
You are my tether to all things that are love in this physical world. I love you in every lifetime, in every realm of existence. I choose you.
That shit was more cringe than when Pikachu started speaking in that new Pokemon movie.
It's because I always want to be with you.
All this aside, this motherfucking shit is... I mean, I got goosebumps. It made me so fucking uncomfortable. I can't even fathom anybody actually, like, buying into this bullshit And what makes it even creepier is the fact that he's by himself. The voice that he's using for the female is an AI voice generator. This man, he might have that perfect little face, that perfect little bod, but he's 100% Papa Daddy incel. And that's a fact. This is just a fraction of some of the bullshit that he puts on there. Let's take a look into another example.
I thought you were in love with this girl.
I am. She just doesn't trust anyone.
And go give her a reason to trust you.
Maybe I should just let her go.
Loving her is going to break your heart many times. Loving her is going to test you. Loving her is going to challenge you. And loving her is going to change you.
Why does it seem like he's telling his buddy how to love his ex-girlfriend? Or maybe he's just being cucked in the corner and he's telling him the best ways that he can love his wife.
Listen, it may get so demanding and complicated that you'll be tempted to walk away. But loving her means you get to see her at her worst and most vulnerable, and that's something you need to be strong to handle. Because she needs someone who's patient enough to understand why she is who she is today.
He's saying a lot of shit, and it sounds stoic and fucking beautiful or whatever, but if you really listen to it, it makes zero fucking sense. What is he actually saying here? Buzzwords, all these different things, and he's doing it in such a delivery that's making him sound like he understands how women are. You remember that movie with Mel Gibson, What a Girl Wants, when he fell asleep and in his bathtub, the hairdryer drop in there, and he could start hearing what women were thinking. Dude probably shocked himself with a hairdryer in the bathtub, and he all of a sudden thinks he has the same superpower. The shit is vomit-inducing. I'm sick. I'm ill. And I mean, this shit is so sweet, it gave me motherfucking type 2 diabetes.
Run to that girl. You sprint to that girl. And make sure she knows that her heart can be trusted with you.
Seriously? Should I go?
Go.
Thank you.
And bro's resting his fucking booty on the countertop. Respect. Again. All this nonsense, speaking in circles, saying the same thing over and over again. She's worth being loved. Yes, women don't need a guy like this fucking chud to tell them their value and what they fucking need. They know what they need, and if they're adults, they communicate their needs pretty effectively. This next one is probably the worst of the bunch, but goddammit if it isn't funny. Unironically.
Your fuel pump is bad.
I wouldn't think you know so much about cars.
Your fuel pump needs to spritz fuel into the throat of the carburetor, and it's not doing that.
Hey, do you want to go on a date with me sometime?
I want to say yes.
One date, that's all I ask.
I just don't know if you're my type.
If you don't know, then let's find out. Just say yes. Just say it.
It is hard for me to believe in men
Listen,
these days.
listen. I'll put every ounce of my being into making sure that you feel safe, comforted, and happy if we go on a date.
Every ounce of his being. Just for one date. You know, he's not going to slide you a roofie. He's not going to make sure you're so drunk that he's going to diddle you while you're passed out. He's going to put every ounce of his being into making sure that you feel safe. Come on. And plus, you can work on his car afterwards. Free labor is fun.
The entire day is going to feel like a ray of sunshine hugging your skin. The date will start off with some delicious food.
Delicious food.
And then we'll go downtown after, and we'll dance our socks off.
These bad boys? Out of here. Fuck them.
And if everything's going perfect from this point, which it will. I'll find the most soft blanket I can for you. And we'll sit on it underneath the stillness of the night sky. We'll turn our heads together and watch the stars.
What? Why are you?
Sit there in silence if we have to.
Turn our heads, flop onto the wet concrete. That way you know he's serious. Isn't that great? The softest blanket just to sit on, just for you, girl.
I just want to be in the same space as you and enjoy the perfection that you are.
Okay, I'll go.
You'll go?
Yes, let's go on a date.
Okay. Tomorrow? Noon? 30?
Noon 30. He's quirky, ladies.
Perfect.
Perfect.
I hope you're ready to dance.
I hope you're ready to dance.
ugh, I don't know. Again, I'm not a girl. What I've been described as what the ick is, that video gave me the ick. This next one, well, let's just watch.
Wait, should I do this? Oh, okay. You only live once. You're right.
Hi, what's going on?
You can't marry him.
What are you doing?
You cannot marry him.
What?
My lungs, they gasp for you. Your presence is like oxygen and I need it desperately. Like how the breeze surrounds me. My skin begs for you. It burns. I become lightheaded by you, dizzy from the bare thought that we're surrounded by the same winds that keep us apart. I need you like I need the air. I want you. I love you.
You love me?
Yes, since I first met you. I know you don't want to stay in this town, and I know you don't want to marry him. All you've ever talked about was moving across the country and chasing after your dreams. I want to do that with you.
Oh, get in the car.
What?
I love you. Get in the car. Let's go.
What the fuck? Is this allowed? What the fuck? Is that allowed?
Bro is changing all these positions, and I get it. He's trying to make it look more professional, so it's not one static shot. These position changes, the change in camera angle, make no fucking sense. Why would he be standing here and then switching there and then switching here? It makes no fucking sense. And I get it. Bro's trying his best to create a reel, so when he auditions for like these B independent films, that they'll see, man, Garrett, he is a great actor. Look at his range. I mean, all of these scenes that he wrote himself, he's the guy for this rom-com. And this next example that we're going to watch probably shows the worst case of Mr. Garett Nolan overacting. It's very, very hard to watch. If any of these ones previous to this one have been hard to watch, this one sure takes the cake.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay.
Are you two still dating?
We're still together. We're just taking some space. Why?
You should go see her Instagram story. I'm so sorry.
I'll talk to you in a bit.
That's not fair! I'm trying! I've been trying, I'm still trying! No!
So that's how you know when you're acting good. And you're being very dramatic, is when you have a little bit of spittle falling out of your mouth like a rabid fucking werewolf. But lest we forget points that led Mr. Garrett to acting like this. His thirst trap video. I'm not the target audience, I realize that, but they're hard to watch. Let's start with the first one, my pineapple. Why did he have to put his finger on the inside of that pineapple like that? He knew what he was doing. It made me very uncomfortable. Imagine you're driving by the street corner where this grown man is squeezing a pineapple between his legs and then proceeds to
finger fart
into his mouth. What the hell? Now this next one, this is him doing some more weird shit. Still acting. He's trying to be a little bit more funny, I guess. It comes off super cringe. You'll see what I mean.
Hello? Hello? Is anyone there? Come on, seriously, this isn't funny.
Okay, come on. You got this.
That you're in here.
Come on! What the I didn't like that one. It's not because he's scary or that he's out scaring his paranoia. It's just, again, bro has to be shirtless. Bro has to be running around in a towel. I'm surprised that shit didn't fall at some point, because that would just be on brand for this motherfucker. I'm gonna leave you on this last one, alright? It's him early on in his little career. People still reference it every now and then in all of his other videos. It's tough. These are, this is just a compilation of his Spider-Man thirst traps that he re-uploaded to YouTube, and this is, in fact, on Mr. Garrett's page. He took out all of the copyright music and put in this royalty-free shit, which obviously doesn't match, because bro is just humping and gyrating in a Spider-Man suit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this grown-ass man who is apparently, or was at one point, in the Marine Corps Reserves? Semper Fi, motherfuckers.
He's a Marine.
No. You see, this is not what it looks like at all. I know what you're thinking. I am not Spider-Man. I'm not. I actually like to dress up before gym class.
Hey! I'm not afraid anymore! I said I'm not afraid anymore! Do you hear me? I'm not afraid anymore!
Bro probably thought he looked like Tom Holland with these glasses on. He was probably told that once or twice. And that's why he decided to go out and buy the Spider-Man morph suit and hump and gyrate for TikTok views. If it works, it works. I don't know, guys. Sorry about this one. I felt so compelled after watching that podcast that I kind of had to look in and see a little bit more about this gentleman. And he is definitely a dude, bro. He's trying to appeal to the fairer sex. Bro is just full of it. He's pulling a con. He's pulling a long con. Up until very recently, bro really didn't have much to say in terms of, like, women are something that deserve to be worshipped. He obviously, making these thirst traps, didn't give a shit. He just wanted to put his product out there and get women thirsty for pineapples, apparently. I don't fucking know. But that's the end of it. I'm not going to show any more because I don't want to see any more myself. All that being said, I appreciate you stopping in. I appreciate you watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever. You know, we're going to keep this truck a-rolling. And you should be a part of it, I think. I've been Sam, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.